is up, you guys, and welcome to another episode of the Ask Alex Show. I told you we would be back. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Jeremy with us. He's under the weather, but we pray for a speedy recovery. But
I'm not praying for him. He got us sick. Fuck him. I'm just playing. Get better, brother.
We have Ian Elliott Carter from Ian Elliott Carter from YouTube channel. How are you doing today, Ian?
I'm feeling great and healthy. I'm just playing. Get better, bro. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Had a decent weekend, and I can't wait to talk pop culture and movies and shit with you. It's been one whole week, and I'm fiending. Let's go.
I'm ready. And if you guys, this is your first time ever watching this show, I would like to welcome you to the Ask Alex Show. If you have never seen this show before, this is how this show goes. Now, if you want your topic or question on the show, it's very simple. Send me an email at theaskalexshow@gmail.com. That's the Ask Alex Show at gmail.com. If you want your topic or question on the show, more than likely, if you send it to me, I will answer it on my show or email you directly if I can't address it on my show. I get about 20 every week or so. So if you send it to me, more than likely I will answer it here on the Ask Alex Show. And if you cannot watch us here on YouTube, we are on Spotify. That's right. We are on Spotify. Type in the Ask Alex Show under the film category. We are right there. You can listen to this very episode right now on Spotify if you cannot watch us on YouTube. So, and if you are the first time here, again, we're going to welcome you, but also hit that subscribe button. It supports us here at Momentum Media. Now, like I said to you, like I told Ian today, we have a very interesting show that I cannot wait to get his opinions on. So I'm going to jump into the first question of the day. And the first question comes from a returning guest, Miss Iris Peoples.
Iris Peoples, what's up?
Miss Iris writes, hey guys, so Disney is heavily considering keeping Deadpool rated R. According to the writers of the film, that Disney has not interfered with their decisions to keep Deadpool rated R. Given that this is Disney, do you think that we'll get the same Deadpool from the previous movies, or will this be a Disneyfied Deadpool rated R movie? Well, thank you for your question, Iris. Listen, I really do appreciate this question because, you know, if you watch Disney, all of their properties, I don't believe anything before they bought Fox, anything was made rated R. I mean, even if you watch any previous MCU movies, right? They go a little far, but they don't go Deadpool far. Like they don't go Deadpool far at all.
Logan's the only one.
Yeah, Logan. But I mean, is that really Disney though?
No, I was just talking about comic books, like when it comes to the X-Men. But yeah, you're right. And when it comes to MCU movies, you're 100% right. None of them were.
Yeah. Like with now, like Logan's like the only one, like Ian said, like where the brutalness, the blood, the fight scenes, all of that. I mean, that was just crazy. But to the point, yeah, MCU. There's not really any craziness in terms of that R line. Same with Star Wars, staying with Pixar. I wouldn't expect any Pixar movies to be rated R, but
I want to see that though.
that would be hilarious. Could you imagine if Sausage Party was a Pixar movie? That would be hilarious. But to answer your question, do I think that they'll go full rated R? Now, so when Disney says something, 9 times out of 10, it's true that they're not hindering the directors. However, I believe we're gonna get a rated R Deadpool movie, but I don't believe we're gonna get like sex scenes. I don't believe we're gonna, and I believe if he's going to like kill somebody or chop off a limb, I don't believe it's gonna be as graphic. Now, I do think we're gonna get I know we're gonna get a lot of Disney jokes, MCU jokes, probably some DCEU jokes. We're definitely going to get like that raunchiness, but I don't believe it's going to go to that extent like in the previous movies. Like in the previous movies, they made a lot of women jokes and misogynistic jokes.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see how far they go. Now, I do believe they're going to Disneyfy Deadpool, but I think it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be that bad to the point where we won't notice it per se. I think Deadpool's still going to be Deadpool. But going to the extent of like chopping someone's like dick off or a leg off or thing like, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I because it's Disney. Like even with they're
Right.
making Blade PG-13 and like and you can push that PG-13 rating. I don't believe Blade really needs to be rated R if you want to, and you know, if you want to incorporate the killing and the blood and aspect. I don't believe it
Yeah.
needs to be rated R, but you know, they're making that movie, which is a very lethal character, PG-13. So my thing is, if they're gonna keep Deadpool rated R, I think it's like maybe NC-17 rated R, not like that hard R that we're used to. But Ian, I'm sure you heard about this. Do you think
Yeah.
that they're gonna keep Deadpool rated R, or do you think they're gonna like Disneyfy it and kind of tone them down just a tad?
Yes and yes. I do think they are going to make it rated R. I think they have no choice because you have two other movies that are rated R and it's going to be connected to the other movies, but then you're also going to want to put it in the MCU. So I guess it would kind of confuse kids if they see a PG-13 one and like, "Oh, this is cool. Let me see the other two before this one. Oh my God, what is this?"
Mhm.
So I could see a couple years ago, I would have been like, nah, Disney wouldn't do it. Disney would
Right,
never do that. But
right.
then this weekend, or yes, last week, I saw Darth Vader scrub Obi-Wan Kenobi on the ground while it was on fire.
Yeah.
I saw Darth Vader snap a kid's neck. They didn't censor that at all.
They did not.
So
Yeah.
so do I think that they will do it? 100%. Now I agree with you though. I do think they will tone it down. I don't think they're going to be shoving dildos up people's asses and stuff. So I do think though, but like when it comes to violence and language, I think they might do it. I think
Okay.
I do think there's no point of not doing it because we all know this character. It's and even the I think people know these comic book characters enough to be like, look, kid, you can't watch this. This is not if you don't know who Deadpool is by now, if you've been a comic book hero movie lover for the last 10 years and you don't know that Deadpool is a rated R movie, then you're a terrible parent or you know something like that. So I think that's one thing that Disney can get away with that is like, look, this is an established character. He's been out there. This is like it's not like they're introducing Deadpool tomorrow and it's rated R. Then it would probably be an issue. Like, no, we probably can't do it. No, they know what to expect by it, and they probably would get it right if they didn't do it rated R. But I do agree with what you said, though. I don't think we're gonna get it like over the top like the other two movies, but I do think they will. I do think we might get the first fuck from a Disney movie, and I do think there will be some more blood. That's my thing. And Disney's been pushing it anyway, but I think that they're gonna go there with him.
And you know, now that I think about it, you know, because like now that I think about it, Venom is not a part of the MCU, but we did see Venom like come into the MCU at the end of Venom 2, and Venom has used the word fuck before. So and again, he's not an MCU character. So I don't think that they would censor Deadpool from using the word fuck in the MCU. But to Ian's point, I think we're not gonna get Ryan Reynolds having a dildo shoved up his ass. Like I don't believe that's gonna happen. But I do believe there's gonna be that action, that same Deadpool feel. But I don't know if they would go. Like I seriously doubt they're gonna do any women jokes, which I think were hilarious in the first and second movie. So you know, I would hope that they keep true to the character. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Deadpool will be toned down, or do you think they'll keep him as his regular Deadpool self?
What I want.
Oh,
this is
of
what I want.
course.
Have you ever read the Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe?
Oh yeah,
or kills the Marvel Universe?
where he kills everybody. Yes.
Yeah. So since we're doing multiverse, the multiverse saga, I would love like if it's not in the MCU, but like there's a universe where Deadpool can do that. I would like love that. Like he just kills everybody that we loved. But then it's not in our universe, so he really didn't kill him. You know, same thing. You know, that's what I would love to see.
Like in live action.
Oh, yeah, live action. Kill the kill everybody in the MCU, but then go to our MCU universe, and he's just cool with everybody and doesn't kill them. I would love that.
That would be interesting. I would like to see it. I would love to see that matchup between him and like say Hulk. I wonder how he's gonna pull that off, but
he'd probably piss him off because he couldn't kill him.
Because because there's actually an animated movie where it's
Hulk and Wolverine.
Hulk and Wolverine, and
Yep,
Deadpool's in the movie, and
I saw
like
that.
and Hulk like breaks off his arms and like throws them.
I would
I-
love to see that live action, bro.
Yeah,
That would be amazing.
That would be dope. But what do you guys think? You guys think they'll keep him rated R? And also, would you like to see Deadpool just kill the whole MCU? Jump into the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts. And I got another very great question coming from Mr. Shane Jackson. And Mr. Shane writes, "Hey guys, so I just watched the first 2 episodes of The Boys season 3. Getting ready to watch episode 3. This season is just insane, crazy, and I really like it. Do you think that this season will be probably the best season? And also, do you think this is the best series in television / streaming culture in the year 2022?" Well, thank you for your question, Shane. So I seen The Boys season 3. I'm sure Ian has seen it. I'm sure Jeremy has seen it. This show is fucking insane. Like I kid you not, how like I don't have any furniture yet. I ordered my stuff, but I have my TV and stuff. So I was eating popcorn, like sitting in my studio eating popcorn, watching it. There's a scene where, just spoilers, there's a scene where these 2 guys are making out and he shrinks himself and goes into the other guy's asshole.
No, he didn't do it in the asshole. There's another hole he goes into.
Oh yeah, okay, he just goes into a hole.
You're wishing he went into the asshole.
Exactly. And he sneezes. And I would like, when I was sitting down, I had to cough up the popcorn I was eating. I was like, this show, I not only did I laugh, but I kind of like puked a little bit because I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is so insane. Like, this is not to me. Now, here's the thing. I am not, I like, for instance, the extent of superhero TV that I will go to is something that's like maybe Peacemaker or Watchmen, because those are great shows. I like the first 2 seasons of The Boys. And this is not any, they're not doing anything different that they've done before. I mean, I believe it was either season 2 or season 1 where somebody was being choked by a dick. So
yeah, that was 2.
Yeah. So that's the type of humor and things that they do in the show. But the fact that somebody shrunk himself and went inside of a human and blew them up, I lost my mind. I was like, I don't know if I could sit through the rest of the season, or at least sit through watching eating it. But I will say, from a balls to the wall creative standpoint, this is very, very good. But you can never show, oh God, like I can never show this to kids. Like this is
Definitely not.
And like nobody, in my opinion, none of these people are heroes. None of them. Like they're just self-serving assholes, all of them. And that's what makes this show great in a sense. But if I have to, but to answer your question, I like the show, but I do think in this show in particular, they're going way too far. Like that scene right there, I was like, what was the purpose of it? I don't know, but hey, they just did it. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, but Ian, I'm sure you saw these episodes. What did you think about The Boys season 3? And I wanted to ask you, because I know you're a fan. Do you think they're going too far with this?
Okay. Well, I've been looking for, this was probably my number 1 anticipated show of the year because I love The Boys. That's probably is my favorite comic book show that's on television right now. The guy shrinking and going into the pee hole and then sneezing and killing the other guy. Yeah, like you said, creative. I would have never thought of anything like that. Now I know that there was that joke going around with Ant-Man going up Thanos's ass and just that would be a way of killing him. But I honestly think The Boys got online and heard that and like, okay, well, you think that's crazy. Let's see if we could do something worse. And I think they did. You got to give them props, even if you think it's nasty and weird. You got to give them props for creativity, because I never in a million years would have thought of anything like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm a very creative person. So when you get past the blood, the guts, the sex, the violence, all that stuff, and you actually listen to the story, though, it's a very well thought out social commentary
Mhm.
about our society.
Mhm.
And it doesn't hold anything back when it comes to social issues and political issues. And they got something for each side anyway. It's like, it's not just I'm going to dig on people on the right or dig on people on the left. It's for everybody. Like
It's for everybody, yeah.
it shows a mirror of our society, how
Mhm.
ridiculous it is. It just puts superheroes in there to kind of get your attention on that.
Mhm.
And I love it. And it does kind of show us a ridiculous mirror of some of our entertainment as well. So
Mhm.
I love the concept of it. And I think it's sprinkled perfectly with entertainment and creativity. So
Mhm.
that's why I love the show. And do I think they're going too far? No. I just actually saw an interview with one of it was either the writer or director where they said, hey, we've never been told what we couldn't do on this show, because I guess it's an Amazon Prime
It's
show. They
Amazon,
said like
yeah.
literally no one's ever told them, they've never given them any limits, so they just
Mhm.
keep going. I don't know where you can go after exploding a little guy in a pee hole,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love it. I don't think they're going too far, and I want, and that was only episode 1.
I know,
So
right?
who knows where they're going to go after, because it's only been 3 episodes so far. Who knows what's going to happen next? I'm
Yeah.
excited. But if you're not, if you don't like penises and vaginas and blood and, other things, you might want to run away from this.
Mhm.
But like I said, if you're into a good story, though, I feel like this is better than anything Marvel's put out on TV. I think that I love Peacemaker and I love Watchmen. Those two are especially Watchmen is one of my favorite comic book shows.
Mhm.
I think that they're, well, I don't want to say it's better than Watchmen. Let me. Watchmen is a very good show
It's
written,
a very good
but
show, yeah.
I will say it does rival top 5 comic book shows of all time. Real
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Ian when he says that they have no limits in creating this show, and they're doing things in the show that as a creative myself I would have never thought of. And he's right. This show, they get on everybody, liberals, left, right, whatever. And this show, I believe this show's agenda is to do whatever they fucking feel like it, because that's what they do. And like I said, like this show for me, it's creative and cool, but it is insane. Like
Mm-hmm.
this, like the reason why I said asshole is because I was wishing it was the asshole anything other than, because I was like, yo, I couldn't even use the bathroom. That's how like traumatized
Yo,
I
you should have
was.
saw. So Toddy and I were watching it. You should have saw Toddy. I just, my jaw dropped, my eyes got big, and I turned to Toddy. Her mouth was on the ground, literally.
Yeah.
She was like the cartoon.
Yeah.
And the scene was over, and I still looked at her, and her mouth was on the ground. She was like,
Yeah. 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 I thought they went too far in season 2 where somebody was getting choked by a dick.
"Oh
Like,
no."
I thought they were going too far with that. But like this, I was like, it was only episode 1.
Only
And I
episode,
was
they're letting you know this is a crazy season. They let them know in episode 1.
yeah, I can't wait to see what comes next from this season. I believe they have a full series run. I think it's going to be about maybe 12 or 14 episodes, maybe more, maybe less, who knows. But I can't wait to see what they do with boy season 3. But to your question, I do think it's a like a top 5, like to Ian's point, to comic book TV shows, because again, they're doing things that you wouldn't see this from DC. I mean, they're
Nope.
trying to do that with Doom Patrol, but nah, you can't
Doom
do that.
Patrol
Like,
and even Peacemaker. It seems like they're trying, but like
yeah,
I don't know. You could definitely tell they're trying a little bit to push the button, which
yeah.
they do a good job. James Gunn's a good creative, but
Mhm.
I don't know, man. The boys is just different. The
Yeah,
boys
the
when it comes
boy,
to their writing.
because I don't even think prior to the show being created, I don't know if that was a comic book before then.
It
Like
was a comic book. Yeah,
it
it was a
was it
comic book for
was.
years. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. But yeah,
It was
see,
kind of. I mean, Invincible is pretty gory as well, but it's like Invincible, and
mm,
it's like an indie comic. So, but
yeah.
it's very very X rated. Both of them
Oh,
are.
oh, definitely. But I think I can handle Invincible because it's anime, it's not real. But to his point,
Yeah.
that's very gory. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that last scene with Omni Man and Invincible was pretty bad.
oh yeah, he beat the shit. Oh, I cried too. I was
the
like,
whole city. Yeah,
damn.
it's crazy.
But yeah, but you know, if you guys seen The Boys season 3, the first few episodes, what do you guys think about The Boys season 3? Do you like it? Do you think they're going too far? Do you think it's an amazing show? Jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. And I got one and final question for you guys. It's actually it's one question, but he kind of divided it in like two parts in a sense. This question comes from Mr. Isaac Simmons, and he writes, hey guys, I have a he literally says, hey guys, I have a split question. Mike Colter was recently on The View, and they asked him about returning as Luke Cage because he took a photo on Instagram with his co-star Jessica Jones. Do you think he's lying? And by the way, P.S. My second half question is the Martin reunion special is going to debut on BET Plus in a few weeks. Are you excited for it, Alex? I know you are. I'm not so sure Ian is.
BET Plus.
Oh, well, thank you for your question, Isaac. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Isaac, as far as the second half of your question, I forgot that BET had a streaming service.
I didn't even know until now when you said that. BET Plus.
BET.
We're gonna go back to cable eventually. Everyone's gonna have a streaming service. It's gonna be basically cable.
Exactly. Exactly. Like BET. Like, I mean, I knew they had one, but I'm like, you can watch Martin like for free.
That's probably all BET Plus has is Martin, probably, and maybe the Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Tyler Perry has some original content on there, but if you're a Tyler Perry fan, I'm not really. But if you are,
no, I'm not getting that anytime soon. If it's just Tyler Perry movies, why would I do that to myself?
Exactly. But to answer your question, so what he's referring to, and I had to look this up. I don't watch The View, so I didn't even know The View was still on TV. So
you love you some The View.
I thought I knew Whoopi Goldberg was still on there, but I don't watch it. So so Mike Colter was on the show. I guess he was promoting a show he's doing on CBS called I think it's called Ghost or called something. Called Evil. And they asked him, are you returning back as Luke Cage because of the photo he did take on Instagram? He did take a photo on Instagram with the actress who plays Jessica Jones of them meeting up. And basically he was dancing around the question. So he basically said that they just ran into each other and and they just talked and took a photo. And then one of the View hosts said, well, you know how somebody's lying when they're adding all these extra unnecessary details. He was like, okay, guys, listen, I don't know what's happening with Marvel. That's all I can say. I don't know what's happening with Marvel. So as you guys know, Daredevil's coming back, but we know that Daredevil's coming back, I would assume, differently than he was perceived on Netflix, even though his seasons are now on Disney Plus, including all the seasons of Luke Cage and all the other shows as well. Now, the question is, do I think Mike Colter's lying? The $1 million question. Is this the Andrew Garfield situation? Honestly, I actually believe Mike Colter this time. Because I'll say this. Out of all the shows, I like Luke Cage like the first 4 episodes, but after that, like I was just like, it's all right. Season 2 of Luke Cage, I can't stand behind it because I didn't really like it that much. I like the first 4 episodes of the first season, and then also and also I liked his part in Defenders. I really like Defenders a lot more than most people give it credit for. I don't believe with them bringing the Netflix stuff to Disney Plus was a way of saying that they're bringing these characters back. Now, that's not to say that that's not going to happen. I don't really see the hype for Luke Cage to come back. Like I didn't believe that, Matt Murdock was going to show up in Spider-Man No Way Home. And there he was. He said his 2 lines and caught a brick, and we never saw him again. And then we get this announcement that he's getting a show. He's getting either a revival, a continuation, or something different. We just know we're getting Charlie Cox's Daredevil again on Disney Plus. I don't know if we're going to get Mike Colter. I actually believe him when he says, I don't know if Marvel has reached out to him or he doesn't know what's going on, because I don't really see people clamoring for it. Same thing for Jessica Jones, the same thing for Defenders. When they were marketing this thing, I heard people talk more about Daredevil than anything else. So for me, I would be okay if he did come back. I would be okay if he didn't come back. Now, to answer the second part of that question, am I excited for the Martin reunion? I am excited for it, but I don't have BET Plus, so I'm sure I'll be bootlegging it. And I'm interested to see what it's gonna be like, because I think the best reunion we've seen in the streaming era is the Fresh Prince reunion, because I really did enjoy it, because it had so many layers to it. With this, since one of the main characters of the show, Tommy, who died, he's not a part of the reunion. I wonder how they're going to give him a tribute, and also I wonder what they're going to discuss on the show. So I'm interested to see both sides of those things. So Ian, what do you think about Luke Cage possibly returning? Do you believe that Mike Colter is lying, that he has no idea what's going on at Marvel? And are you interested in a Martin reunion?
All right, so I'll answer the Martin question first, and I do love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. I thought they did a great job with James Avery when they gave him a tribute. So when it comes to Martin, I love Martin. Don't get it twisted. Like, don't get my criticism of Alex twisted. I just think Alex said a dumbass thing, but I love Martin. Don't get it twisted. I think he's a funny comedian. I think I was showing Isaiah Welcome Back Roscoe Jenkins the other day, where we also watched Death of the Funeral. So I've always loved Martin. I've always just said that Fresh Prince is a better show than Martin. Now Martin's just goofy. It's all jokes. And it's funny as fuck. And I give props to him for playing multiple characters. And he was definitely inspired by Eddie Murphy when he did that.
You gotta let that go.
Never. So I'm down for it. And I think just like Alex and 99% of the country that likes Martin is going to bootleg this. Because
of course.
BET Plus, what the fuck?
Of course.
No, that's the end of that subject. Anyway, so yes, I'm excited for that, and I can't wait to see it. But no, yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But anyways, to the other question about Mike Colter coming back as Luke Cage, I talk about the most disappointing show ever. Just because it was great, but then it sucked. I loved Luke Cage. I think he's perfect casting for it, and I think both seasons start off fantastic, like A+. Went into those both seasons, 2 last episodes. What the hell happened? I don't understand. They did it twice. They did it twice in both seasons. And that was the main show I was looking forward to, because I love Luke Cage. Again, perfect casting. Do I think he's lying about coming back? Possibly. Because I do think why bring back Charlie Cox if you're not going to bring back the other ones? Now I can understand if you don't bring back Danny Rand because people don't like him, but even I mean, I didn't watch the show to dislike him, so I don't know if he's good or not. But I will say this: what is the point of bringing him back if you're not bringing the others back? Now, are they going to get their own shows? I don't know. I do think if they all come back, and including Daredevil, that they're all different versions. They're not going to be the same one from the Netflix show. Even the one Far From Home, I don't think is the exact same guy. I don't think the one Kingpin is the same either. But what I would love to see, I would like to see what's his name, Iron Fist and Luke Cage have a show together. Just those two, just getting shit done in the cities. I would just love that. I want to see that. Now I think Marvel has all these properties and they have all these characters and they're just going wild with it. We're getting a show about Echo. Who knows shit about Echo? Nobody knows nothing about it. So
I think that's a terrible decision, by the way. But yes,
it might be good. I don't know. I'm not gonna prejudge it, but like it was something I don't know anything about that character. But if she's good enough to get a show, whatever. But I don't see them giving a character like Echo, who nobody really knows about, a show, but not giving back established characters that are beloved, regardless of if you didn't like the show or not. I think a lot of people, with the exception of Danny, could say that Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Punisher and Daredevil were all perfect casting anyway. So what's the point of recasting it? And because you've already brought 2 back anyway. So I'm for it. I do think he's making things up to save his ass, as he should. Why would he tell you that? Why would he announce on The View that he's coming back as Luke Cage? It's the worst place to do that. So He's actually gonna do it on BET Plus. No, I'm just kidding.
Was that a black joke?
No, it's a joke about BET Plus never getting anything like that. But anyways, no, I do think he's lying, and I do hope he does come back because I think he's perfect for it, and I'm looking forward to the future of it. Let's just not wait too long, and let's just not overdo it with the Marvel characters though, because I am kind of feeling a little fatigue a little bit. It's not that I don't love Marvel. It's just like they're not giving me enough shows to make me excited. I was excited in the beginning, but now I'm just like, all right,
yeah.
What you got next?
They've been I can agree. Some of the Marvel shows, actually, most of them have been kind of softballs in a sense, and that's not a bad thing. It's just when you take these iconic characters that you've essentially grown in the movies, and then you put them somewhat in a smaller scale like TV, you got to stretch that out in 6 episodes versus 2 hours. So I get it, but I'm interested, like what Ian said, like Mike Colter is an amazing actor, perfect casting for Luke Cage. But I agree with the point that he said it was great, but then it sucked. Like, and then season 2, same thing, like it was great. Then he said, let me just say this, and I never got to say this before. In season 2, those Jamaicans, I never believed that they were Jamaican at all. At all. And I'm like, come on, bro. Are we Bushmaster? Really?
Yeah.
Like, I never believed that at all. But yeah, if he were to come back, like Ian said, I do believe it would definitely be a retelling. I don't believe that Charlie Cox we saw in No Way Home is the same Charlie Cox that we got from Daredevil. However, since he's getting his own show, I'm interested to see where they take that character. And if they do introduce these characters back, I would love to see a Heroes for Hire show.
Me too. That was the name I was getting at, Heroes for Hire. Thank you.
Yeah, Heroes for Hire. That would be Luke Cage and Iron Fist. And I mean, Daredevil wasn't really a hero for hire, but those two in particular were. I would love to see that, them, have a little buddy cop thing going on. So I would love to see that. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Mike Colter is lying? And are you guys excited for a Martin reunion on the very exclusive streaming service, BET Plus? Just jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.
uTorrent, because you will be downloading it.
Exactly. I guarantee you that reunion is probably going to be posted on YouTube the moment it drops. That's not that my friends were sending me links on YouTube of the Fresh Prince reunion, but it was on YouTube, but like within I want to say 20 minutes it was gone. So
at least people have the HBO Max to watch that. I watched it on HBO Max. A lot of my friends watched it on HBO, and I don't even think, like you say, anybody even knows BET Plus. Why would you get BET Plus? Seriously.
Exactly. There's nothing
gracious.
like most of BET movies are already on Netflix anyway. So
they have a television show anyway. What was the point? So I'm watching BET on the channel, but the Plus version gives me Martin and other stupid ass some Tyler Perry productions. Leave me alone, BET Plus.
Exactly. I mean,
that's not black excellence. That's draining my pockets for some dumbass reasons.
Exactly. They're just trying to make extra money off of essentially content that you can watch on TV. But I'm so glad that you guys came and watched this show today. Ian, where can we find you on YouTube and social media?
You can find me at youtube.com/Ian Elliott Carter. That's with 2 L's and 2 T's. And Instagram at IANELLICART. And join these discussions. If you agree with us, let us know. If you disagree, let us know. Let's talk about it, because we could talk about this all day. It's great stuff.
Awesome. And you know where to find us, guys, here at Momentum Media. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We get updates of every time we're releasing a video here on this channel. More things are coming out, so stay tuned. And guys, this Star Wars hate, all of you little dick people, please leave the actress alone. That's just some bullshit. Like, I see that people are standing up for her, which I agree, stand up for her. But this bullshit, like, this is crazy. I tweeted, like, I wouldn't be mad if Disney decided to pull all their content because of shit like this.
Yo, we don't deserve Star Wars like
We
that. Like
don't.
seriously, it's ridiculous. You're gonna put in all this production. You're gonna
Mhm,
hire these great actors. You're gonna
mhm,
get great writers.
mhm,
Have the property of the one of the biggest IPs of all time,
mhm.
just to get this ignorant, racist, sexist nonsense. Get the fuck out of here. You don't deserve
Exactly.
it. You
Exactly.
really don't.
We don't. And so shit like this, that has to stop. And if y'all comment on my channel, I'm not just going to delete your comment, I'm just going to block you. So
Mhm.
just like take that somewhere else. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. And as always, you guys, you have a blessed day.